Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
All right, good afternoon. You're tuned in to brandlife.co.za, Actor Spaces, Insightful Conversations. It's a beautiful Thursday. The sun is out. Doesn't feel like winter. We've got another exciting sort of show for you today. Someone is like looking at me. Usually my guests don't come in before I do the intro. So I can see she's like looking at me and I'm getting all nervous now and I don't know why. But cool, it's youth month and we want to talk to young people that are within the industry. And today, most importantly, I want us to talk about the challenges that young people sort of face within the industry, whether you're an actor, you're a musician, whatever, but most importantly, actors, the challenges young people or young actors face in this industry when they're coming in. What are the challenges? So hit us up on Twitter, on Instagram. It's Actor Spaces in all our social media platforms. All right, cool. My guest is really making me nervous, and it was Kulumagashi just now, and I don't know. All right, cool. So to introduce her, I want to play a clip. I don't know if the guys, they've got the clip ready there for me. So tell me if you recognize her. Let's play this clip. She's looking at the clip. Don't look at the clip. Okay. Just listen to the clip.
Yebo, akhe into engizoyikhuluma nawe mina.
Wini usibonile.
Ha.
Ngizotshela isho umkhulu ukuthi mina ngumsakazi wini.
Ngihamba uma ngisemnyamalala phela nawe uzobona.
Wini. Uyazi wena ukuthi bezosenzani?
Unanda abantu nabantu wena.
Bazosabonke. Basithathe, basikhumule impahla. Basihudule phansi wini. Basilahlele ngamatshe. Wini ngifani naye. Eqaleni mina bengaqondi ukuthi phakaza kuyenzani. Bekakhala. Wini. Wangibona esikahleni. Wayekukhala. Bemfaka ithaya phezu kwakhe. Befuna ukumshisa wini. Wathatha iplastic wasifihla la phansi. Kodwa manje sengiyazi ukuthi bekazama ukuyenzani wini. Sengiya-understand. Bekafuna ukuhamba nesithunzi. Lokutshela ukuthi bana babonini. Asange babone igazi lomuntu. Babone igazi lomthakathi. Babone ngathi benza into enhle. Bazosibulala wini. Bazosibulala ufuna lokho. Wini ufuna ukuthi basibulale wini.
That's Makgotso M.
Hi, what up?
Welcome.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
We're seeing each other again.
Yeah, we
right?
are seeing each other again
So, yeah.
in the same day. But why are you following me, Ayanda? What's
Who's
going
following
on?
you? I'm following you, right? Are you well?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm trying. Like we were just talking now.
Yeah.
We're trying these things.
No, but this is
Now-
great.
yeah.
It's awesome, honestly.
Now we're trying the radio thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Topic of the day.
Yes.
We're looking at the challenges that the young actors face. I know we're just jumping straight to it.
Yeah.
I try avoid saying who are you, how old are you, where do you come from, and all that, and let's just jump into sort of
Okay, cool.
discussions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what's your take?
Oh, bruh. Yo. Like, everything in life is challenging, I guess. But for me, like being a young person in the industry, like I moved, because I'm South African, I was born in South Africa, raised in South Africa, and then at the age of 11 I moved to England, and I always had desires of coming back home. This is like the place where I initially fell in love with the craft, So when I was 18, the deal was, my mom was like, once you're done with school, like including varsity, you can go home. So after I finished my my BA bachelor's degree in theatre and film, whoop, whoop, I was like, okay, I'm coming back home.
Yeah.
And I got an agent, and then it was dry. I was auditioning and auditioning, and eventually I got my big break. But one of the things that frustrated me is not getting work based off not having a certain amount of following, which for me was just like stuff like that.
Sucks, eh?
Yeah, that totally sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
So would you say that one of the challenges is that numbers thing on social
I
media?
think, yeah, the
playing?
challenge, I feel like, not everyone, obviously, but
Yeah.
I think at large, acting is not seen as a craft. It's not seen as, it's, you know, like a proper job, you know. And even within people in the industry, they don't, I feel like, we're not valued as actors, you know. Our craft isn't seen or valued, or, you know, and not everywhere, not everyone, but yeah.
I see. And again, it's a tough industry. It's really like a cutthroat sort of industry, and people usually take that lightly. I just want to act.
Yeah, you know,
like-
I've had people say to me, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay. So I mean, like, an Uber driver is like to me, or anyone, yes, I'm trying to make some extra money on the side, like, you know, and I'm like, I don't know, go, I don't know, like, go
Tennis or
babysit or
something.
something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, acting is not, if you're trying to like make extra cash, you can apply for an extras agency perhaps,
Yeah.
but if you want to be an actor,
Yeah.
it's a craft. It's something that you, like a footballer, you know, they go train every day, you know.
Yeah.
It's the same with
Yeah.
acting. You have to exercise that muscle, you have to
Yeah.
work at it so you get better at it, or work at the technique, and just be a student of life, you know. It's emotionally, it's mentally draining, and physically.
Yeah.
So when I want to buy it really hurts my feelings.
It's crazy. And it's funny you say that, because I always say that if you're an actor, you must know that you are committing to development, and it's like an ongoing thing.
Yeah,
it
it never stops.
So people that just
Ever.
they get one gig and they think I'm sorted and that's it.
You know, sometimes what it is, I think, as well, honestly, I think, like, if you were to, let's say you were like to get a role in a soap, right?
Yeah.
And you're playing the same character day in, day out, every day for I don't know how many years. I mean, even me, when I was understanding, I don't know, like, I got comfortable after a while with Kamushelo. I just, you know, I didn't, and it's just like I had to check myself, because it's just like, no, because even as human beings, we evolve and change. So
Yeah.
it can be the same with Kamu, you know? So it's like, sometimes you can get comfortable, so you know, to reprimand yourself and be
Yeah.
like, no, you know,
Yeah. You've done a lot.
I know, right?
Like, you've been almost in all soapies now, or most of them.
Like,
you're working. What would you say is like that one project that really stands out for you? Like you said, like
Mubango definitely stands out.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
played Onika,
that crazy character. Yeah,
that
yeah.
definitely. I think Onika is the role that like put me on the map. That, you know, like, okay, so there's this girl called Makgotso that is an actress, you know, and it's Toonsy. It's Toonsy for me. It was spiritual too, you know. It was. Amanda Lane is amazing, and I think every actor should work with her.
Yeah.
Like, she's just
Yeah.
fantastic.
I think it's Toonsy. Like I watched It's Toons, and I feel like the making of it was even more beautiful than
The actual.
I'm not saying the actual thing was not beautiful. The actual thing was great.
But the
But I
process.
just get caught. Yeah, the process behind it. Is that
I
important?
think that is so important.
Yeah.
It's so important. And I think, again, the reason it's Amanda, you know,
Yeah.
because you know, we had workshop classes prior, you know, she wanted us to connect with each other. But a lot of the time, we just don't have, you know, I mean, you have 5 weeks to shoot something,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
like to shoot
Yeah.
like a season of something, which is
Yeah.
like ridiculous.
Are those budgets, constraints, and
Yeah,
whatnot
and you know, and you
yeah.
think about abroad where they shoot 3 scenes in Ngelang Elwan, you know,
Shucks.
where they take a lot more time with what they're doing. So actually shooting in Tunes was quite strenuous because we had such short time, but luckily the cast and the crew were just so lovely to be around, you know, and it was a collaborative experience and we worked together.
Beautiful. You are tuned in to Actor Space's insightful conversations on brandlife.co.za. Hit us up on social media and ask Makgotso any question you want to ask her. She's beautiful. She's here. She's with us. She's sharing her experience. She's 4 years in the industry.
I know, I'm still a baby.
You're still a baby. in the
Yeah, I'm
industry.
still a baby.
But that's worth of experience because you've been working.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
actually 2014 I just got like 2 cameos and I got another cameo in 2015, one cameo no, it wasn't a cameo, it was a short film. And then 2016 was the year where it was just like work started to come.
Okay. All right. We're about to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about, because I know this is very close to your heart, in terms of the looks within the industry, getting your job through a certain look and whatnot. Taking a break. Cool.
Making a bold statement yet blending into the surrounding suburbs of Melville, 27 Boxes is a realization of edgy design and practical implementation. A radical departure from the shopping malls of our generation, yet not a return to the high streets of our youth. 27 Boxes showcases the best of a shopping centre set in a garden, surrounded by the bohemian suburb that is Melville. 27 Boxes, shop, play, eat.
We're back. Actor Spaces, insightful conversations on brandlife.co.za. I'm chilling with Makgotso M. Makgotso M, just before the break, I said I want to talk about looks.
Yeah.
The importance of looks. The challenges of what's the debate around looks?
Okay, looks
So
are
there's
important.
the numbers,
Yeah.
and then now there's looks.
Looks are important in the sense that, like, if I'm casting for a family, I'm
Yeah.
obviously not going to cast a white mother and black children, you know? And so looks do play a part, you know? That's why we have headshots and casting directors all over the world want to see how you look like, because they want to see if you fit, you know, if you fit.
Yeah, but looks should be more character, right?
But at the same time, I think that the industry takes it too far. You know, it's like, hello, you've got hair and makeup, you know what I mean? It's like, sometimes it's like, I don't know, like, you know, it's so controversial because on TV, the reality is, we would see art imitates life. So when you see TV, you should see all types of people, you know what I mean? I should be able to see people with disabilities on TV. I mean, like, Michelle, for example, and Rafilwe, the only two albino people in the industry, and it's just like, but how?
Yeah.
Is that a reflection of real life? That's not.
That's not,
So how
yeah.
can you not hire someone based off, I don't know, stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a say I just came across now. They're saying we're making good TV or something like that, good television or beautiful television. Hence now the pretty faces.
But that's
And I'm
arguable.
using
what is pretty?
I'm using pretty loosely.
Yeah,
Yes.
see,
I was going
I
there
mean,
now
that's also
as well.
debatable. I mean,
Yeah,
for me, my
yeah.
thing is just let your talent speak for itself, you know? Let your work speak for itself. And then, I mean, hair and makeup, they can do amazing things,
Yeah,
guys. They can transform people
be
to a certain
something
extent,
else.
yeah. But, like for me, I used to get pointers like, oh, look, I don't know, I stopped auditioning for ads because I just didn't look South African conventionally. Whatever that means, I don't know.
You just,
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's,
yeah.
it's our industry, right? It's what we face and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's what we
and-
face, and you
yeah.
know, it's like, okay, this is what it is,
Yeah.
and then I just make sure my headshots look the best that they
Yeah.
can.
But you're right about something that if we put talent first, then we don't have to even talk about certain looks and numbers and stuff.
Exactly,
Like that.
yeah.
As an industry as a whole, if the most important thing here is the craft behind it.
The craft is important
yeah,
because don't have
yeah.
me wrong, ne? Like it's it's still a business, right? So we can't like forget that element. So for me, it's like, yeah, if I have a production and my actors have Instagram and stuff, yeah, of course, let's milk it. But that can't be the priority. That's what I mean, you know.
Yeah.
The talent has to be the priority.
But
I
maybe
think.
do you think the makers of our content as well, they more onto the business side of it more than like telling stories? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I honestly think that this is my opinion, right? You know, the people that decide who is on, like, I just think that it should be people who have an understanding, you know, I think so, you know, like, because if you don't, I don't know, I don't want to say too much.
You don't want to say too much.
You know?
Yeah, I know. I know. Otherwise, you're going to be misquoted here.
Yes, I'm going to be misquoted and then I'm not
you're-
going to get work,
Like-
you know. Nice, siyasabukhuluma, Nkosi yami.
and that's another thing that I'm like sort of getting worried about every day is that actors don't have voices now, and not that actors don't have a voice, right? I was talking to Thabo Ramitz the other day.
Yeah.
He's one of those actors.
I love
he's like,
Thabo,
"Fuck
bruh.
it, I'm gonna
Thabo-
have a voice. I'm gonna say what I think
Yeah.
and whatever. And I see a lot of that where we speak to actors and like, guy, this is off record. This is off record. There's so many off conversations. And like, are we having an interview here?
It's like, okay, can't you
or
also
just a
point?
spy tape, whatever
Yeah.
interview type of thing, and that's scary as well.
Because
But,
the
yeah.
facts are that if no one wants to sabotage their career, like that's the truth, you know. And manje, if ukhuluma kakhulu, no one's gonna hire you, you know, if you're
that's-
constantly bashing the industry. However, I think that there should be a space where we are allowed to voice these things.
Conversations, right?
It doesn't have to be in a volatile way, but I think that there has to be a space where actors can, you know, express their concerns. And, you know, even with this Me Too movement, women have been getting sexually harassed, bruh. Like, it's yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a scary one.
But it's nothing new. That's the scary
yeah.
part. Like even
Yeah,
with the
it's
whole
been happening.
Harvey Weinstein thing in the US, he was sexually harassing women for years, and people
been
knew about
happening.
it within the industry. But because of the power that he has, people were scared to say. Because if Harvey Weinstein, he could end your career and he could make it. You know, that's the thing. You have people that have the power to make and break you almost. And
That's sad.
yeah.
But I always, and I think that's why we sort of started Actor Spaces, you know, trying to create a community for actors. We're not trying to be a union and whatnot. There's a lot of that. What's happening to you?
I just started eating and I'm like, I'm on radio. It was just like,
That's how chill this conversation
like,
is.
yeah.
All right. So my thing is that if actors can, I don't know if I should ask a question first to say, do you think actors have one voice? But you don't have to answer it. But I think actors need to have one voice. Like, I think if actors can really come together and like have one voice.
This is
a
what
lot
I think
can
should
change.
happen, right?
Yeah.
And I think all the agents in South Africa should come
Yeah,
together, right?
yeah.
And there should just be a standard like that everyone agrees on. You know what I mean?
man.
So I think if agents was to say, okay, cool, an actor of this caliber, whatever, this is how much, like they should all
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah.
Who's,
yeah,
okay, this is how
yeah.
this is how actors should be
Yeah.
treated. They should, but
But other industries, that's how they work. If that's how they work, other industries, like for example,
why doesn't it happen here?
Yeah, like retail.
Yeah.
Right? Retail, they've got a standard. Like if you go, they like for Sheeny Group, whatever, all across their stores rather, they've got like this same price system that they use. Even groceries and stuff. That's why you don't see too much differences when you
yes,
buy
because it has
grocery-
to be regulated. I
has
think
to,
once something's not
yeah.
regulated, people can do what they want. And honestly, from what I can tell, I mean, for example, if I like in abroad, right?
Yeah.
You have like unions. Like I mean, we do have Saga, but
Yeah.
I feel like they can only do so much, you know, for obvious reasons, you know.
True.
But like for example, like in America, actors like you can't pay an actor less than a certain amount. You know what I mean? Like by law. Even if I'm an American actor and I come to South Africa, there's an American lady who's on lockdown. I'm sure Gusi, she got paid more than everyone on that set because of the backing that she has. You know what I mean? And so
You're not talking to the actor directly. You have to go through.
yes, that's just protocol, you know. And Lana, if you say speak to my manager or my agent, we don't like doing that because I'm like, but that's protocol. That's how it works. That's how it works, and people don't.
Shucks.
I'm like,
So the industry needs to come together.
yeah.
All right, cool. They signaling us that we must take another break. We're taking another break. We'll come back and continue this beautiful conversation with Makgotso M on Insightful Conversations. Cool.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
This one was explosive.
brandlife.co.za.
Lunatic, 'cause I do what I want, and I get what I want when I want it. You know life can be so ordinary. Boy meets girl, they said will make a baby.
brandlife.co.za.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Brandlife.co.za is thought leadership radio. It's a new way to communicate your brand, your value, and what we think about your industry. Be a leader, be a voice, and we will help you shape your industry. Our radio platform is for thought leaders who want to share insights, businesses who want to create value for their databases, organizations who want to control their message, for those that drive change. Make your brand come alive on brandlife.co.za, harnessing the power of talk radio.
Hey, we're back, and I'm chilling with Makgotso M on Insightful Conversations on brandlife.co.za. So, Makgotso, we've been going on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And people are like stopping us and doing their things. with all that being said, I think there's a lot of positive that's happening as well.
Definitely.
Right.
Oh
It's
my
like
gosh.
really
Yeah.
every actor's working.
Yeah.
Every actor,
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know about that one, but
but people are working.
yes, you know,
Yeah.
we're seeing more shows, more new faces. We're seeing like more actors are being hired. That's how I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
because of all the new content that's coming.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I'd like to see like, you know, more actors go into theater as well. You know, I'd like to go
Why are
into
we running away
theater.
from theater? Why?
I
mean,
think-
that space is just.
Theater is like, I think it's the core of what we do
is,
as
it
actors,
is,
you
it
know?
is, it is.
So it's like if you,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a conversation with someone, and I asked them, like, do you think theater is dying, or do you think with people within theater are letting young people sort of, they're shutting them out? And they and but the person said, I think theater is running away from young people.
Yeah.
Like
For example, I mean, theater, I love theater and I appreciate classics but I think it would be nice to see a lot more things that we can relate to, you know, as people, because when you think about theater, like when I studied theater in school, you see how, you know, even Arthur Miller, right?
Yes,
he had his own theater and it got shut down because the topics that he was talking about were relevant to the people and it intimidated the government or whoever was ruling at the time. And I feel like as young people we're going through so much and it would be nice to see our problems on stage, you know. Things that we can relate to.
See an iPhone on stage.
There was this show I saw at the Market Theatre. Is it Now You See Me with Desmond Dube? It was a British play.
Not Closer. No.
So Closer, but even from set design, music, everything, I was like, this is so dope. Like I can bring like my younger cousins to come see this.
Nice.
But yeah.
Yep. So I think we need to take that direction in theater.
Yeah, I think, you know, do it for the young people. Do you know, just try it out.
But can young people do it for themselves?
Yeah,
as well?
of course
Why
we
are we
can.
not writing content and booking these? Because we can book theaters.
But who's the bosses? Is it young people? Like they're the ones that are running the ship?
No, what I mean is we can book a theater. Me and you can now, not that I'm
It's
young, but
true.
anyway, me and you can now write a script or produce something and book a theater. We can go to Joburg Theater and book Joburg Theater.
I think you have to be like somewhat empowered and you need money to do that, to do anything. I don't know why we should do that actually.
We should. I think there's power in that.
I want to do road trips, theater road trips actually.
Industrial theater. I think young people
Industrial theater,
should take that
definitely.
ownership and write script and take it to the people.
I think we should. And then, because ultimately that's how drama started. It was for the people, you bring it to the people. You know? And I'm definitely going to get into industrial theater.
Because I think waiting for these older guys, they are attached to, I don't want to even say name of the plays, right? But they are attached to these old plays, right?
Yeah.
And because those plays mean a lot to them.
They do. And it's good,
they are our heritage as well. I mean, so I think it's okay that they're doing it so that culture maybe does not
maybe
die.
on Black History Month or something, you know, not the whole year of, you know. Yeah, but for real, like, you know, on like, I think like with theatre, I think that maybe if, for instance, like, you know, on like, okay, it's Youth Month, so maybe we can do plays from back in the, you know, like have special times of the year where you showcase whatever you want to showcase. And then in between that, just different, like even different takes, not just for young people. I mean, I'm sure about my mates who today they have their own problems or whatever, you know. I would like to see theatre reflect more. Oh my, I was actually doing something at the Market Theatre not so long ago. Living Legends, I was performing.
Yes, I missed that.
I was there. That was, oh my gosh. I got to share the stage, bro. I mean, firstly,
that's amazing. Was
James,
Ngoma
oh
acting?
my gosh. James Ngoma is so like passionate and
He's so
like,
animated,
you're so,
I
but
want you to-
it's passion. And it's just like, if you're working with someone like that, you can't help but
work,
have that
right?
same passion. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I need to bring
Yeah.
my A
Like,
game
hey,
here because
hey,
he's
yeah.
so passionate.
He's
And
amazing.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And then I got to share the stage with Lebo Mashile. She's a poet,
Yes,
but
yes,
I used to watch her when I was younger.
Yes.
And she also, I mean,
She
poetry.
had a show. What was that
Latitude.
show? Yes.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
used to
and then-
love that opening sequence.
Yeah, and how I think poetry and performing poetry is a form of theatre. If you ask me,
is,
I
it
used to
is,
do
it is.
poetry in primary school and perform it
Nice.
like live. Yeah, and it was so great. The
I almost said, can you
singers.
recite something you remember.
I was actually did a poem. I was like performing a poem called "The Mask" by Maya Angelou.
At
the
do you
Mark-
remember the poem?
Yes, I do.
Can you hit us with the poem?
Oh my gosh!
Please
Dra-
do,
dra-
please.
now it's just like.
Let's see how it sounded.
Oh my God.
This is for the
After the
archives.
break, is there not like a break
Alright,
or
let's take a-
something?
Gents, let's take a quick break. We come back. We wanna archive this one.
Okay, cool. I'll try perform it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just recite.
Oh,
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
This one is explosive.
brandlive.co.za.
Lunatic, 'cause I do what I want, and I get what I want when I want it. You know life can be so ordinary. Boy meets girl, they said don't make a baby.
brandlive.co.za.
The Dramatic Talk with myself, Bongani Drama. Bringing you insightful conversations on the Convo Corner, your latest celebrity news on Dramatainment, and your latest fashion news on Stash and Fade.
This is Bongani.
And myself, Rose Rataha, bringing you your latest news and sports updates.
Every Wednesdays, 2 to 3 p.m. Only on www.brandlive.co.za.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za, an industry first in the world of internet radio. Not only are we an internet radio station, we are an internet radio platform for your brand. So why not expose your brand to potentially thousands of listeners and improve your customer relationships and brand equity with podcasts and live broadcasts? Be sure to check brandlive.co.za for more information. brandlive.co.za, harnessing the power of internet radio.
Actor Spaces, insightful conversation, chilling with Makgotso M. I started from being nervous to really being comfortable, and I don't want this conversation to end now. Like I feel like I can go on
like
and on and on. Okay, you promised us the monologue you did for Mr. James Noble at
Yes.
celebrating the living legends.
you, son, I hope I can remember it. If I don't remember it, guys, Harry.
You are forgiven.
Okay, cool. Right. Okay. We wear the mask that grins and smiles. It shades our cheeks and hides our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile with torn and bleeding hearts. We smile and mouth mirrored subtleties. Why should the world think otherwise in counting our tears and sighs? Nay, they must only see us with the mask. We smile, but, oh my God, our tears to thee from tortured souls arise. And we sing, oh baby, don't now we sing. The clay beneath our feet is vile and long the mile. But why should the world think otherwise? We wear the mask. When I think about my life has been one great big joke. A dance that walked, a song that spoke. I laugh until I start to choke when I think about myself. For 70 years in these folks' world, the child I work for calls me girl. I say, yes, ma'am, for working's sake. I am too proud to bend and to bend and too poor to break. I smile until my stomach starts to ache. But why should the world think otherwise? We wear the mask.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Why did I miss that? Oh, that was beautiful.
But I love that poem by Maya Angelou. So what we were doing at the Market Theatre,
Yeah.
it was Living Legends tribute. So we're like we're basically putting on a performance and paying tribute to Hugh Masikelas, your Don Lagas, you know.
Story,
Yes,
yeah.
you know what I mean. Your Hosisile, your Bab Hosisiles. Oh my gosh, I'm calling people on first name basis. But you know, but yeah, that's what it was, and it was beautiful to celebrate our legends.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think we should produce more content like this. Even if for us now, even if it's not slavery.
It was so much fun. And it wasn't open to the public. I don't know why. It was like a private thing.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
It's a shame. But
All right. Thank you so much. And for doing the poem as well.
Even though I like
Yes,
messed up, but
it was very beautiful, and I know we put you on the spot, and you did it like 2 months back, if I'm not mistaken.
like a month ago. It's April, end of April. What is
so
it?
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me,
I had a
Ayanda.
beautiful conversation with you.
Yeah.
And I know me and you are trying to cook some things.
Yes, we are.
So
things
let's-
that, things that need to happen.
So let's really, really work on that.
Okay.
That was Makgotso M. Thank you so much. You're still listening to Insightful Conversations with me, Ayanda Sitebe, on brandlife.co.za. See you next week. Is there anything that I must announce? Oh, on the 10th June, Stekinico, Newtown Junction. It's Sunday. If you don't have your ticket now, I don't know. Can people still buy tickets? Go to our link on Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram. Get a link there to get your tickets. There's no tickets that are going to be sold at the door. Come join us and learn from legends like Hamilton Dlamini, Camila Waldemar.
Hey.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff.
Power.
I will be there.
Please. Oh, yes.
Woo.
Oh, Makgotso will be there.
I want to learn, bruh. I'm going to be there as a student.
Beautiful.
Definitely, man.
Loiso is there as well. Loiso McDonald's. Actually, Loiso did a beautiful thing. He sponsored like 20 tickets.
Oh.
He paid for 20 tickets. All right, they're giving me odd looks. Goodbye, people. See you next week. Same time, same place.
Bye.
Bye-bye.